Early retirement, regular retirement. Can I do it? Is it for me? Can I afford to do it? Hey guys, I'm Ed. Welcome to my channel. There's so many questions with retirement. If you're here watching this video, you're probably just like myself. You're either of age, you're wanting to retire, dreaming about doing it one day. Maybe you're already there. I'm 59 and a half, and I've been over the last year thinking about, learning about, and formulating my exit plan. Exiting from a full-time workforce to taking some more time for myself and heading into the better part of what's left of my life. I've been researching a lot of things related to the financial stuff, the decision-making process, things to do when you get there. And what I found along the way, there's a lot of crazy information, but a lot of easy but super important information. Not all of it's always presented well. I've been lucky to learn and get into some financial stuff earlier in my life that has helped me out along the way. And as I've been on YouTube the last year, it used to always be for me my hobbies like guitar playing, music, arts and crafts, and travel. But being an older person, I found that over the last year, a good portion of it's been, preparing for retirement and what's ahead for everybody. The main thing that I've learned, it's different for everybody. It's not all the same. You've seen the same videos I've seen. I mean, a lot of these things are the person with a 30-year career at a company with a pension, a huge 401k, all kinds of stuff that would depress you if you heard it over and over. Most of us, we don't have that. I mean, I'm lucky to have myself set up to where I can start to step away. Hopefully you do as well. I've just seen there's a lot of stuff out there that people present in a good way. There's some stuff that I think, I don't want to say it's boastful, but it's kind of like negative to your positive mind. I don't want to go that route. This channel for me is my way to try to give back for the people that have helped teach me some things. I figured if there's a way I could present some or any of this information in a useful way that could help someone see something more clearly, they could understand a process that I get pretty good, that gives them a little bit of hope, or maybe helps them formulate a plan, then it's worth it. I've got a few. I actually have a few pages that I really have a lot of respect for that I found on here. A lot of stuff that just flies over my head, don't want to do it. But there's a few people that I want to share with you guys that can really direct you and give you some great information. Now, of course, I'm going to share it all with you, from my own point of view. But when we get deep into the financial stuff, I've got some stuff that I think would be great advice. And by me stumbling on it or just discovering, however you want to say, I've found it like a lot of people are funny when you start talking money stuff. They're very personal. They don't want to open up about it, at least like family and friends. So if I can share some of these people with you and you can watch at your own leisure, I think you'd be more comfortable with it and you could understand it. Feel free to send any comments or, anything like that you want to talk about. I would love to interact and talk with folks about that. But this is pretty much a video just to get started to say that I'm going to share all things retirement related, and as I head towards that way, and I hope you guys are headed that way too, it's more than just financial stuff. I mean, number one should obviously be to save, but I think from my heart, the number one thing you got to do, you got to dare to dream. I mean, if you're in here watching stuff like this like I am, you got to give yourself a night, 2 nights, a week. Don't tell anybody. When you go down, just sit down. When you lay down to go to sleep, just dream about what's possible. Just start and think there, how am I going to get out of my current situation and get to where I want to go? You know what I mean? That's kind of how I started it. I never really thought that I was going to intentionally try to do this at this point. But the more I thought about it, I realized, this life's not guaranteed. We all know somebody who's in a bad health situation, maybe a friend or family that just something didn't go the way they wanted to go. So, knowing that this life's too short, I've decided that's not the way I want to approach things. I don't want to wait for a finish line. I want to start this point right now as the beginning of the rest of my life. And I want to make use of these years while I've got my health. And I'm going to do what I can do to get out of the game early. I mean, for me, it's a little different. I'm a licensed contractor. I'm going to stop I remodel homes and bathrooms and kitchens and rebuild things, and I've got tons of hobbies and crafts and stuff that I used to look on YouTube for before I ended up getting into retirement. That's how you can tell now I'm an old guy. But I definitely think I have a good perspective on things, and I can deliver some things on a basic level, maybe to bring some humor to it, but also the comprehension so you guys can just get it right away. And I think it's what I need to do is to try to give back. There's been some people on here that I've kind of like stumbled on, as I say, that I have a lot of respect for. There's a couple people that don't really have a lot going on financially, but they are a positive frame of mind, their kindness, their outlook on what's important in life. I think that's more valuable than the boastful people that have a ton of money. So again, like I said, this is my journey. I thought it would be a good thing if I share with where I'm at and where I'm headed. And I'd like to present it in a way that I feel comfortable with, that I think you would understand. So if you allow me to do that, you want to send a comment, like and subscribe to my channel, follow me along, and I'll show you my plan. I'll help you formulate your plan. I'll explain some of the stuff people out there tell you to do or not to do. Everything from IRA, why you should have a 401k that's a Roth-based, not just a regular 401k. If you get a chance, if your kids are doing things, you can have an influence over your kids. Tell them to save. Get them to start early. If you started early like I did, God bless you. You were smart. If you're starting now, there's still a way for you to do it. Everybody's just got a different plan. But the thing about it is to make whatever you've got for you, make it work for you. And I think that's what's important here. That's what YouTube's kind of taught me. So as I've been watching and learning and researching, I finally decided that I should become part of this movement. Not that it's really a movement, but there's everyday people out there with the same thing on our minds that we have. So I'm going to do my best to try and present fun information that's pertinent to what you need to know and be helpful. So that's all I can ask to do, is just to try to be kind to people. Somebody gives you good information, you turn around and do the same for someone else. And I think we'll all be a better place, be a better world if we all try to help each other. So thank you for coming to watch my video. Hope you like what I had to say, and I hope you'll follow me on this journey. I've got a lot of fun topics. I promise you I'll get better at this. Again, I'm just starting out, so forgive me if it's not great. But I think it's important that people like myself and yourself, we take the time to share what we know, to let others know you don't have to be nervous, you don't have to be afraid. Just share what you know, make everybody else help them out. I think that's the right thing to do. And like I said, it's different for everybody. Don't compare yourself to the next person, but if you want to do it, put your heart into it, allow yourself to dream, and then get busy learning. And you can make a way that works for you. That's what I'm going to do, and I hope that's what you're going to do. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. And I'm going to get working on coming up with some good ideas that I can share with everybody. And hopefully you'll enjoy what I have to say, and we'll move along on this journey, help you formulate your plan. I'll share where I'm going. I'll share you what I'm expecting to do in the near future. And I'll just show you that it's possible. If you're not there at that point yet, I think it's even more important that you do this. Again, I say allow yourself to dream. That's basically like just allow yourself to think about really slowing down a little bit. We're not going to have our health forever. So let that sink in. So anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope to see you next time. Be safe, be kind. Have a great day, guys. Later.